Good morning, this is FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning I have two guests, two seasoned veterans in the flooring business, Brian Carson, the CEO of AHF Products, and Ralph Grogan, the president of Parterre. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Good morning, Kemp.
Doing great, Kemp. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you guys both. Thank you. As I say, you're both seasoned lifers in the flooring business. Brian, you've got a history with Armstrong and Mohawk, and now here with AHF Products. And Ralph, history with Tandis and Vista, Bentley, and with Parterre for several years. Both of you know the industry really well, and now you're working together, right?
Yeah, we certainly are. I've known Ralph a long time, competed against him. He's awfully good at what he does, too good at what he does, and it's certainly better for us to have him on our team helping to lead the Parterre business for us.
It's great to be working with Brian Kemp. I've known him for several years. What Brian and his team have done with the AHF in the last 2 years, and the brands they've put together has been very, very impressive. So I'm very, very excited to be part of the AHF team.
All right, so one more quick background item. AHF Products is owned by AIP, American Industrial Partners, private equity firm that actually bought Armstrong's cabinet business several years ago, pumped some money into it, turned it around and sold it, and it's a very strong entity now. A lot of folks are looking for that same type of business success in this situation, in the fact that AHP, the core of the business, was originally Armstrong's wood flooring business. But since then, Brian, you've moved their headquarters away from that expensive headquarters on Columbia Avenue, and you're now just a few miles down the road. And you've also acquired LM Flooring, a manufacturer based in Cambodia, right?
Absolutely. We bought LM about 18 months ago. It's got a large Cambodian operation. We've already quadrupled the size of that operation. We've got 800 folks over there making hardwood products every day for our North American customers, and we're expanding the facility again. LM had some fantastic brands, product lines, relationships, and LM made us better, and I'd like to think we made the LM brand better and brought investment to it. We're going to do exactly the same thing with Parterre.
All right, you also own, you have a large stable of brands, Brian. You own Bruce, Hartco, Robbins, LM Flooring, and now Parterre, correct?
Parterre, we launched Hartco Contract, which is our specified commercial brand through distribution last year, and we're in the midst of launching Timber, which is a brand new brand, TMBR, into the residential market aimed at the single-family millennial homeowner. So we've got more brands coming out as well.
All right. Tell us how this Parterre acquisition came about, Brian.
So Parterre became available on the market, kind of late last year, and it was a brand that I certainly knew. It was a brand that I competed against. I knew Ralph. I was aware of some of the management. We were already entering the commercial market with Hartco Contract and having a wonderful start to that business. But we looked at Parterre, and they've had 30 years of relationships with end users. They have some very large and long-standing end-user relationships, and we saw it as a phenomenal opportunity. We could work through the details to use their relationships, their specifiers, their talent to catapult us in the commercial space and introduce Hartco Contract in a much bigger way to those end users for the benefit of us and our distributors. Also strengthen the Parterre line with some things that we do well, and invest more capital into their great ideas, because they certainly had a lot of great ideas and talented management, and we had some capital that we could invest behind those ideas and create something special in the market. And we were getting into commercial. This doubles us down into that space. And while the commercial market is kind of going to move sideways in 2021, I think the back half will be better than the first half. Really, this is a long-term play for us. We're going to make the investments in the products and the architect folders to grow both brands and be there for when the market rebounds. And I would fully expect we're going to grow the business this year.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're buying a brand with a 30-year heritage and also with a very distinctive look that's kind of focused in the resilient category, strong in the LVT business. Do you plan, because, I think the majority of your business right now, Brian, is in the wood side of the business. Are you going to add wood to the Parterre brand, do you think?
There's a lot of wood that's sold in the commercial space, and I think it's a natural. There are things that we can bring to the business. Ultimately, Ralph and I will have to put our heads together and say what creates value for the customers. That's a natural one to look at. But if we do that, the Parterre team is going to style it, going to develop it, because, one thing, we want our brands and our product lines to be differentiated by brand and also differentiated by product. So we certainly want them to be different and have the brands to stand for themselves. Ralph, I think that's something that you already have on your radar screen, but we're day 2 into this.
Well, Ralph, let me ask you, congratulations, by the way, on finding an investor that will help you build the brand. Tell us what you're looking forward to in this new relationship.
Well, I can't tell you, Kemp, how excited the Parterre team is to be part of AHF. The culture of the two companies really match up, very customer-centric, really keeping all our customer interfacing in place going forward. So from the customer standpoint, it'll be seamless transition. The big part of AHF is just it's going to allow us to have a larger product portfolio, which should really help our growth. Again, we're day 2 into this, so we don't have all the answers, but as you pointed out, they have wood products. We do a lot of multifamily work that we've just been able to offer LVT, and I think we'll be able to offer wood products. There's sheet goods that make sense into a lot of the markets we participate in. So, just having the extra resources to come out with products quicker and to expand our portfolio and to match up with the culture of AHF is really exciting as we look into 2021.
Mm-hmm. Have you notified your customers, and are they excited about this relationship?
We haven't spoken to everyone yet. Again, it's been 2 days, but
Yeah.
we've spoken to many of our larger flooring contractors, to our larger end users, and they're very excited. AHF is really well known in the marketplace as well as Brian, so people are very excited about that, and just the opportunity to offer our customers more product is very exciting to be a one-stop shop. As you know, Parterre, we were limited to LVT, and a lot of spaces have more flooring products than just the LVT, so
Right.
This is definitely going to open up our portfolio to where we can be more important to the customers that we have.
Kemp, one of the things I'd like to add, as we launched Hartco Contract, our distributor partners who have been just fantastic, one of the things that they were asking from us is, addition to the line in the architect folders, hey, when are you going to put end-user reps, specifying reps out there in the market to help drive specs? And Kemp, as you know, that takes a long time to do that and a lot of money. And the Parterre team enables us to help strengthen getting those specs for our distributors and addresses that need right out of the box in one move. So that's helpful all around there, those relationships.
Okay. It's great news, and congratulations to you both. Again, been talking to Brian Carson, the CEO of AHF Products, and Ralph Grogan, the president of Parterre, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.